Hello everyone, so in this video, let's talk about the D problem from the Codeforces round 871, problem name Gold Rush. So initially you have a single pile of n gold nuggets. Okay, in one operation you can do the following thing, that take a pile and split it into two piles such that one of the resulting pile has exactly twice as many gold nuggets as the other. So you have some certain gold nuggets in a pile and you have to divide it into two piles, as you can see here, that we have a pile of 6 divided into two piles such that one pile is exactly twice as the other. Okay, so as you can see, one is twice the other. This is 4, this is 2. Now, your exact aim is to somehow get M gold nuggets in one of the piles. Can you achieve it or not? So you have initially N gold nuggets in the pile, and your aim is to reach to M by doing this operation such that you have to somehow divide N into two piles of, let's say, X and 2X. Then again, keep on dividing and so on so that you somehow reach M. Your overall aim is this. Now, as you can see that if one of the pile is X, the other pile is 2X. So you can directly just get that because the other is X, like double is. So if you add them, and because both of them should be equal to N, which means that this is 3X equal to N, which means that N to be divided into two piles, it should be a multiple of 3. Okay, which means that if N mod 3 is equal to 0, then only you can proceed. Also, what you can see is that you are somehow dividing at each step. You have some, like let's say some pile, then you're dividing into two parts. Then you again have some pile, you're dividing into two parts. And again, so as you can see, like whenever you see that a tree is forming, you can use recursion here. And because it is like dividing at every step by 3, like it is like exponentially decreasing as well. So if it is like decreasing very fast as well, you can directly just use recursion here without anything, and like without anything like anything else needed. You can just use a recursion and take n, and at each step you just have to check that whether n is a mod, like n mod 3 if equal to 0, you will do a recursion and then take two recursions. Now the two piles that you have is n divided by 3 and n divided by uh so as you can see there, like one is like 6 divided by 3, that is 2, and the other is n divided by 3 into 2, that is 4. And okay, now you have these two piles, and again you will check that. You will again do recursion on both of these piles, that whether it is a multiple of 3 or not. And if it is, then you will keep on doing this tree. And if at any point this tree becomes equal to M, uh, the answer is true, or else the answer is false. So pretty much simple, nothing much complicated itself, because the constraints are small, and not only the constraints small, you are exponentially dividing it by let's 3. So because at every step it is like dividing it by 3, so like it is like getting 3. So if you want to find out the maximum, because it's just forming, let's say, a tree, so it can get a maximum of dividing 3 at every step. So you can get log base 3 of 10 to the power 7, and it can be a very small number, like let's say a very small number. So maybe in like less than 100 only, or not 100, let's say 10 to the 4. Not, I'm not sure, but it will be a very small number. So you can actually just do that. Okay, nothing much complicated. So let's check out the code part now. So what we have done is that we have taken n and m as an input, call and check for n, m, that we have a n, and we have to somehow reach m. If this check function returns true, returns yes, or else returns false. What these check functions do. If somehow my n becomes equal to m, returns 1, that we have find out one of the possible ways. Or else, if n mod 3 is not equal to 0, which means that it is not a multiple of 3, or else n becomes less than m, then also we cannot take it, because if n becomes less than m, I should not also take it, I cannot reach m. So in all the cases, return 0. So these are the two base conditions. Then we have to just do, if it is a multiple of 3, then we have two options. Either we will do n divided by 3 or n divided by 3 into 2. Okay, these are two recursive parts. So because it is a multiple of 3, if it is not a multiple of 3, or if it is become less than n, like m, so return 0. Or else we'll do recursion in both of these steps, and then they again call this function with a smaller value, and we will again do it. So this is some sort of a tree that is forming. At any point, if it becomes equal to m, returns yes, or else returns 0, that is false, and you will keep on dividing it by 3. So n divided by 3 and n divided by 3 into 2. These are two options that we will get if we divide n into two, like you can say piles given to the given to the given conditions that we have. That's the only logical code part for this particular problem. If you still have any doubts, you can mention in the comment box of this particular video. Helpful, and I will try to solve all the problems that we have. See you in the next one. Love you coding, and bye.